retail, and the company decided, oh, well, we don't have very much business between 8:30 and 9, so we'll close at 8:30. Then it's, well, we don't have much business between 8 and 8:30, so we got that last half hour, people couldn't remember, are they going to be open, are they going to be closed? So they just didn't go. And so it's a creeping...
Yeah. But yeah, the hours themselves, they're dictated by what the revenue and what the box, what the office is earning for work hours. And in some cases, even though the window may be open, like you were saying, it's open for 6 hours. But the workload, daily workload that was calculated for 2010 fiscal year, it was at 1.4 hours. Administrative hours are probably 3 hours a day. So a lot of offices are actually opened up longer than what their workload actually is. And that just shows a lot, and that's not just Danville, that's everywhere. That's everywhere. It's just a matter of how much people are coming in and utilizing the Postal Service. A lot of stuff has gone to the online, including for ourselves. We push people online. You know, we're trying to get a niche in there too, with people online getting their iPhones and the apps. I don't know how to use them. I got one of those basic, almost flip up. We want, you know, so we're trying to get into that niche that's in the communities now. I mean, we're looking at two different people. One generation who grew up in the post office, and a younger generation coming along who does everything through their phones, through their online, and we got to find a happy medium in the middle of that to try to capture some of that revenue that's out there from them. And it's a struggle right now. Nothing is the end of the crowd.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, I do appreciate you sharing about a lot of the stuff that can be done. You know, it's very enlightening to know about that. You know, and I have a small business too, and I just wanted to mention that, you know, as one of the younger crowd, perhaps, that, you know, when we were looking for a house, I wanted to be within the limits of the post office, and that was really, you know, one of our big decisions when we were looking for a house. And so, you know, it was really a big dismay thing for me to find out that, you know, here we are trying to buy the house and the post office might be closing, you know, and when it was one of the big pieces that I wanted to be part of this community, you know, and I don't think that community is something that necessarily sees the age, you know, differences. You know, it's a place where everybody can come together, and
it's unfortunate you can't put a numerical dollars and cents metric on the sense of community, and we do not have a crime problem here in the Junction. And I think part of it is because we are a tight-knit community and look out for each other. This is America, and the Junction hasn't changed much in decades. And that's part of the good things about America. Having a small town post office is one of the good things about America. And if there's a price to be paid for that, I don't mind writing out a check for a couple $100 a year for that. But I'm only one person. And I guess we just need to communicate that we really want to keep this post office. You've been hearing it all night. You'll hear it throughout. We just have to find some way to get there. You've given us, you know, contact our congressman, demonstrate hardship that this changes, and try to find a flaw in your professionalism in the way that you conduct this process. Thank you very much.
From the Army, guys.
You're not going to give us that opening on purpose.
I ain't gonna open it up. It's the guy who made it up.
Those are things fine. And I'll be the first one to say that I get the soldiers come to me and they try to poke apart my process. I'll try to say, you don't have a chance, because I'm going to do a good job. You're not going to be able to do it.
And I got to tell you, when you get older, you don't like changes. At all. No changes. The young people can do anything. The older people, we like our post office. Well, the young people do too.
You like it too. I think your point is, you know, what you said earlier. Write your letters. You know, there was some good thoughts here. I heard some good comments. You were saying you bought a house close to a post office because of your business, or you want to be near a post office. other things that I heard. You gotta write that down, you gotta get it off.
And you gotta get it in part of the record.
And who knows what kind of decision, when the people read that, what they're gonna say. You don't know.
You know the decision makers, Randy, Lee. You know.
No, we are the process makers, really. And it goes to Jim, and our district manager will decide to send it forward. Either way, somebody up above us is gonna make a decision which could be made by the political arena.
I mean, none of us expected, because of what's going on in Congress, that's what initiated that moratorium until May 15th. You know, we're looking at 3,700 post offices nationwide.
There's 3,700 of these going on around the country.
They put the brakes on that, and nothing can happen now until May 15th.
And it's not just small.
So we never saw that coming. You know, that was a shock to all of us.
You know, it's not just small places. If you think it's just small ones, it's not. There's some pretty, Jim, some pretty large stations and branches that are on this chart. I mean, he can tell you in Maine, some of the stations and branches that we're looking at are very big. And, you know,
Over $1 million in sales.
over $1 million in sales that we're looking
Is that
at.
the one in Rodney?
That's
next
why you
door.
want a new officer, now have to keep us open.
You know, Clint is gonna be, you mentioned, like, things that, with the decision-making. I'd be remiss, everything that has to be in writing. People will call me because my number's on the letter that comes out. I can answer some of the questions, but if you're calling to rant and rave and say something, I'm gonna be telling you the same thing the whole time. You need to put it in writing, because the people above me, the people at headquarters, have to rely on that record.
They're insulated, they're so insulated that they aren't gonna see our faces.
They
So
don't want to see
they're gonna be looking at that record.
They make business decisions, what they do, based on the numbers and the letters, and whether they receive 10 letters from us or 100 letters from us, that's what they're gonna see. I hate to be somewhat despondent about it, but yeah, I got 100 letters from Danville, I got 50 letters from over here. Well, the numbers still say we're low because the economics say. Now, if the Congress is contacting these letters, or the Congress saying, you can't do this, then they'll stop.
Where do you send the letters?
I was gonna say to me, but it's 151 Forest Avenue.
Did you write them?
Let's see.
Is that information?
Have you ever gone to the office or you got it in the mail?
My mom probably
Oh,
has.
you did?
I made out mine, sent it right down the next day.
I can get it tomorrow from the post.
I didn't say I don't have my card, I was saying I had. It's basically got 151 Forest Avenue. If you go to the office, there's extra question and answers, extra comment sheets, and the address is right there on the.
Again, we can make them look at some change metrics, like getting signs saying, hey, come and use the damn post office. It's convenient, there's no line, and the lady.
But before I lose everybody. Thank you for coming. Oh, did you have,
I just want to find a good curb service at the Alvin Post Office.
Yes, it's almost drive-through, yes.
Actually, you know, Brewer has a drive-through at their post office. We should have one.
Oh, it would be so kind of a
I know.
Maybe if we put a cafe in with the post office.
I like that. No, take with
Thank you all very much for coming out. Stay warm, drive carefully, and
Put it in writing.
Process.
process.